Let me show you some of the other features that that Reason has to offer. If you right-click, go to Subtractor. This is basically a synthesizer that you can use. It's got a lot of decent bass sounds. Now down here, if you click on the notes next to Subtractor, it'll enable that track to be controlled via MIDI. So like right here I have my MIDI keyboard plugged into my computer, and I can now control Subtractor with that keyboard. Now if I wanted to control the Dr. Rex, that's possible too. All I need to do is click on the keypad next to it, and now I'm controlling those congas, and I could write my own part with it. So it's that simple to switch back via MIDI, which also allows you to create a lot faster. And I think that's the biggest advantage with Reason, is an interface where you can create things quickly. It doesn't allow any VST plugins or anything like that, so you are limited with what you can use in Reason to what Reason offers. But they did put a lot of stuff in here. So let me pull up another synthesizer called the NN19, and you're able to load up really any specific sample. Okay, so maybe not some chimes. Let's try something else. Okay, we got a bunch of bass samples here, just one shots. Alright, I'm going to take that one. And it automatically puts it to the keypad so I can make melodies out of it. Very quickly. Very quickly. Let's right click and pull up a NNXT. This is another sampler that they have. I particularly like the vibraphone samples in here. They sound pretty good. They sound pretty realistic. So to get to this, to make my MIDI control it, all I have to do is click the notes right next to it. And there are my vibes. Sounds pretty good. So Reason allows you to create things very quickly. Now let's say I'm looking for kind of a more unorthodox sound. I could right click on this NNXT and go to Create, and you can really add any effect to it that you want. Let's say here's the distortion. I'm not really looking for distortion, I'm looking for more of a warmth. So I'm going to put it on tube, turn the gain down a little bit, and when I play it should sound a little bit warmer now. You can hear a little distortion on it, so I'm going to turn the gain down even more. So it gives it a little added element. You know, if you want some delay, just right click on that, hit create, and go to the digital delay line. And now we have our delay. So that's basically how it works. As you create, I'm gonna basically just sequence a few things here for you. So we already have these congas recorded in there. So I'm just going to add some stuff to it. It's probably not going to sound that great, but it's just for the sake of learning. So I clicked on Subtractor, which was the bass sound. And if I want to record that, even though I'm not really feeling the octave of that, so let me change the octave right quick. On the Subtractor, the octave is right here. So there you go. Got it a little bit deeper, which is kind of the sound I'm going for. Simple as hitting record.
All else fails.
So it's a little out of beat. Not really the best idea in the world. Whatever. Control K, quantize. Put it on beat. So now I'm going to go to the next voice, was the NN19. And I had put a bass in there, but I'm going to change that because we already have a bass. I'm going to load up one of my own samples. This is a guitar sample I recorded the other day. So it recorded that. unfortunately. So let's get rid of that. So there's a little something. Moving on to the vibes. So, like I said, not the greatest idea in the world, but we're getting the idea out quickly, and that's what I believe this program has to offer. You can make beats in no time. Now, besides this, we can go back to our mixer. If we want our MIDI to control it, we just... There we go. So now I'm able to mix these together. So I'm turning the vibes down a little bit, and the bass down a little bit. Now I feel like it could definitely use a definitive beat to kind of keep it going. So we're going to try and find a drum beat. So there you go. Throw a little jungle beat in there and call it a wrap. So all in all, Reason is a great program for creating things quickly. It's limited in what you can do because it doesn't do VST plugins or anything like that. But there's a lot of sonic variation that you can do in here. And it's a great program, I think, for beginners, people starting to understand studio production more and understand signal path and everything that goes on in the actual studio. But this way you can learn it in an interactive digital environment before you actually go into a professional studio and plug things in. Thanks for watching. This is Drew Krag with GearWire.com, Propellerhead Reason.